Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a hot new makeup launches slash anti-haul wish list. I have a few products that have interested me here and there. Honestly, I haven't done one of these videos because there wasn't a lot of stuff that was catching my attention, and honestly I haven't purchased makeup in a while. I think maybe I've purchased one thing, and that's only because I needed to repurchase it because I finished it up. But I feel like as of lately there's a few new products that have interested me, so we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about some products that I'm just like, excuse me, no ma'am. Obviously, you know, my eyes. I am wearing contacts. I am trying to get used to them again. I used to wear contacts way back in the day, and just recently I wanted to try some. So these are the first ones I'm trying out. I have a few other colors, but I feel so weird when I look at myself in the monitor because obviously the color looks so different and I feel like it makes my face look different. Anyways, let's just get it on with the products because you guys know me, I talk a lot. So we're gonna start off with the priciest product on the list, and this one is actually on my wish list though. Pat McGrath just revealed the new Mothership palette. And I know, it's a pricey palette, absolutely. But I told you guys in my haul, in my tutorial video where I tried one of her palettes, that if she came out with a big palette that had more of the shimmery, like cool, duochromatic, multi-chromatic colors, I would definitely be interested in buying. And then they launched this. So I'm like, oh, you know, I put it out there. The colors, let me show you the swatches that they have right here. Look so stinking beautiful. Like so beautiful. The duochrome, like just the shimmeriness of them, oh, so pretty. And I also really like the matte shades they have. So they have a brown, like a reddish brown, which is the color that I've been using nonstop. I know I've been talking about using brown for like probably this whole year, but I just love the look. Clearly, that's what I have on today. And then there's like a mauve transition shade, which I find it perfect for, you know, applying it in the crease. And that like corally orangey shade, right up my alley. Right up my alley on the matte shades. And then just those fun, shimmery, multi-chromatic, duochrome shades are beautiful. Beautiful. Next, we have this palette from Benefit Cosmetics, and it's also on my wish list. I guess we can start off with a wish list. Just wait for the anti-haul portion, like, just wait. This is a Contourist bronze and contour palette. Is their Hoola palette. I personally love the Hoola bronzer. It's one of my favorites, and it's one of the most popular ones out there in my opinion. If you're a makeup artist, this is like the perfect palette for you. If you're not and you're just a makeup junkie, it's also the perfect palette. I personally feel like I would use Hoola Light, Hoola Caramel, and I would like lightly dip into Hoola Toasted. So it is definitely a palette that's on my wish list. Do I need another bronzer palette? Probably not, but do I want this one? Absolutely. Then we have from Laura Mercier. I haven't used Laura Mercier setting powder in a long time, but looking at this one, it really caught my attention. So this is a translucent loose setting powder, and it's called Light Catcher. So when I first read that, I was like, oh, you know, it's gonna be like a glowy, like highlighting powder, so I passed. Then I read the description and I was like, oh, like that's right up my alley. Everything I want in a powder, absolutely. So it's a light creating setting powder with 12-hour pore blurring, skin smoothing, and no photo flashback. Like that sentence, I sold. Like sold. I need it. Add to cart. It sets makeup to prolong wear up to 12 hours, absorbs excess oil, reduces and controls shine, weightless texture, melts into the skin, and they have 3 shades: Celestial Light, Honey Star, Cosmic Rose. And I would probably try Celestial Light, which is fair to light. Then they have medium with olive and golden undertones, and medium to deep. Sorry. Next we have from Wet n Wild. They have this really cute collection of like 4 little mini collections in the whole collection. So they have Honey, In Love with Cocoa, Passion, what is this? Passion fruit, something like that. And Cherry, My Cherry Amour. I'm interested in the cherry palette, the honey little highlighter thing, the In Love with Cocoa palette, and the like bronzer little duo thing, and then the cherry setting spray. So like a little bit of everything from all little 4 collections. They all have a eyeshadow palette, a face product, like a, what is it, a liquid highlighter, setting spray, lip product, and a lip liner. The lip liner from the Honey collection also looks really nice, unless it's an eyeliner, but it looks like a lip liner, so it looks really nice. Looks like a perfect brown, and this is my go-to lip color, lip combo. Next we have from One Size Beauty, Patrick Star makeup line. He launched, I'm having brain farts. He launched concealers, which is called Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. It's a medium to full coverage concealer, so that is perfect for me. I really like his products, the products that I've tried. I mean, I have the setting powder, and I don't know if I just got like a defective powder, but it wears nicely on the skin, and once like I do what I have to do to it and apply it, it looks beautiful, and it does blur my pores. And I just want to talk about this really quick, just in case someone else has experienced this, or if this is just how his powder is, so that I can just like be like, okay, that's how it is, you know, work with it and continue to use it, because I kind of stopped using it. It's a little annoying, honestly. So I mean, here's a powder, there's nothing there. I'm gonna pour it out right here on the cap. It always comes out like in little balls. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. Like, it's not finely milled. I have to take like tweezers or take whatever, you know, and like crush the little balls so that I can make it more of a finely milled powder so that I can apply it. Otherwise, I am applying like little balls onto my skin that are rolling off. Some like I have to like press them in and then like move them around so that the powder can set my makeup. And that's kind of annoying. So if you guys experience the same thing with this powder, let me know. Unless I just got a, you know, a powder that's defective. But the actual powder, once I like crush it with my tweezers, works really nice on the skin. So, you know, it's just like how it comes out, I guess. That is kind of annoying. But the concealer, back to the concealer, I would definitely like to try. I feel like I just am always into trying concealers or foundations and seeing a new concealer, because I feel like there hasn't been many like face products, concealers, or foundations out lately. This one definitely catches my attention. Now we're gonna run through very quickly Colourpop Collections, and these are just a few that I've seen. Starting off with the Cherry Crush collection, and it's a whole monochromatic cherry theme, which I think is so cute. And honestly, I just want to mention it because the palette is monochromatic, and you guys know monochromatic palettes from Colourpop are my favorites. This collection does have eyeliners, like a little mirror, cheek dew, and it's all again in that cherry shade theme. I don't use a lot of red, but the palette, I actually like it because it's kind of like a combination of like red, pink, and then like a red brown, like deep brown. And just alone for that color catches my attention. Do I need any more brown eyeshadows? Absolutely not, but this is a cute collection. Next is the collection that I skipped, and it hurt my heart to skip it because I was a huge Powerpuff Girls fan back in the day. I had like a whole themed birthday party. But I saw the palette and I was like, you know what? I know I'm only going to use it in the video. I am sure of it because I'm not really wearing green or blue eyeshadow like I used to. This is my go-to look all the time now. Even if I'm going out, this is the look I do. I haven't even been playing with color other than I think the last video I did for you guys. But the collection was so cute. Obviously, I did like admire it from far. The blushes are pretty. The palette, it is cute. Obviously, it's in the theme of the Powerpuff Girls. And if I was to place an order, I would definitely pick up the scrubs, one of the lip scrubs, because that is something that I do regularly use, so I would definitely like to pick that up. Now the next collection is the ice cream collection, the Ice Cream Bites collection, and this one I thought was really cute. I have been gravitating towards my big palettes again, so this is definitely a palettes that I would skip. They're cute little quads. I like the color themes they chose, although I wish they would, like, for example, like the palette at the bottom that has like the orangey coral shade, they would have chosen like a different shade instead of brown. I feel like they put a lot of brown shades. Here I am saying that I love brown shades and kind of saying like, oh, don't put so many brown shades. But I feel like Colourpop does that a lot. A lot of my palettes from Colourpop, I can probably see like overlapping brown shades or like transition shades, which the
transition shades are perfect.
The transition shades are nice if you don't have a lot of palettes or a lot of eyeshadows, obviously, but if you do have a lot, especially from them, you know, it becomes very repetitive. But these are very cute nonetheless. Next we have from e.l.f. They have 2 new products, and I'm interested in one of them, which is the brow products. So they have little bite-sized balms, which are $4, and they have little quads, the little palettes. I have the blush and highlight palettes and the little eyeshadow ones, and they're so cute. They're only $3, but now they launched for the brows. I would definitely pick up the dark brown and the black little palettes. I mean, they're only $3. Sometimes I feel like I need to set my brows with like a brow powder, because I've tried eyeshadow, and sometimes if I get oily, my eyebrows will tend to get a little shiny. I feel like I'm looking a little shiny right now, and it's honestly because it's so hot. There's still a few products from e.l.f. that are on my like wish list, specifically the bronzers, the cream bronzers. I have heard so many great things, which I'll put a picture right here as well. It's kind of like a new product. It's an older new product, but still relatively new. I'm definitely interested in picking those up. My friend picked them up and she said they're really nice, really creamy. I use cream contour, cream bronzer on the daily now. Every time I do my makeup, that is what I use. I just love the look, and I love how more of a glam, like full coverage look it gives me when I use a cream products. So definitely excited for those 2 e.l.f. products. Okay, now we have this from, I think it's called Tres Luces. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Becky G's new makeup line. Now, I'm interested because I've always been a fan of her music and all of that. And the collab she did with Colourpop, I was obsessed with. I was actually able to buy the whole collection, and it's one of my favorite palettes from them. The lip colors also some of my favorites. I just really like the collection overall. But you guys know there was like drama, and then they discontinued the collection and blah blah blah. Now her brand, I like the aesthetic of it, that the packaging is different, so it's definitely a brand that stands out. I really like that about it. So I guess everything's going to be like blue toned. But I am interested in the palette. Everything else looks nice, but I'm more so interested in the palette. The rest of the products for me feel like Colourpop products. Obviously, they're not going to have Colourpop prices, but you know that it is what it is. The palette is definitely something I would like to try. I haven't seen a lot of reviews, which is why I kind of haven't been like, ooh, let me buy the palette. I've only seen like tutorials on Instagram, a few reels of people like the influencers using the palettes, but I want to watch a few reviews to really see if, you know, someone I trust likes the palettes and thinks the eyeshadows are good and they're worth it. So if you have tried it out, or if you tried anything out from her brand, let me know if you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, let me know your thoughts on that. And then we have from Glam, which is Shein's makeup brand, makeup line. These palettes actually caught my attention. The first time when all the talk about the makeup brand, the makeup line, Glam, I honestly wasn't too interested in the palettes. I did watch a few videos of people, you know, doing tutorials and stuff, but you know, it didn't interest me. These palettes actually caught my attention, specifically the bottom one, which is like the one with the, is it a tiger or a leopard, whatever it is. I think it's a leopard. That palette catches my attention because for me, fall is right around the corner. Those colors, like those olive green, yellows, you guys know I always want those colors. It really caught my attention. And also the fish palette I think is really cute, but obviously I don't think I will be using the colorful eyeshadows in a while. But it is cute if you like colorful palettes. I like that they're affordable. All the palettes with the exception of the fishy one are $7.50, and then the one with the fish is $8.50. Still affordable, all of them under $10, and they're super cute color stories. All right, now let's move on to like the biggest anti-haul product. So Hourglass decided to launch eyeshadows. Cool. Now the pricing for the eyeshadows, I feel like everyone just was like, excuse me, what? So if you just want one eyeshadow, you know, just one eyeshadow catches your attention, $31. If you want 3 eyeshadows, $99 for 3 eyeshadows. And if you want 5 eyeshadows, a little palette of 5 eyeshadows, 161 doll hairs. Now, I know I was talking about Pat McGrath and like, you know, I want that palette. It's an expensive palette. But 5 eyeshadows for $161? And you know what it reminded me of? Back in the day, I don't know if you guys used Mary Kay. They had little palettes like that, and they had a bunch of eyeshadows, and you would pop them in the palettes. That's literally what it reminded me of. Obviously, the packaging in Hourglass is a little bit nicer than back in the day Mary Kay, but I still can't like help but think of Mary Kay eyeshadows and having to pop them in the little palettes. I don't know if it's just me, but 161 doll hairs for 5 eyeshadows? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And that's basically it for these new launches. Some are a little bit older, some are recent new ones. I just want to kind of get back into the groove of things and seeing the makeup that's coming out, getting excited for new products. Let me know your thoughts on the products and which ones are you interested in and what you think of the Hourglass eyeshadows, because oh my gosh, no ma'am.